last season. How are we doing, folks? Your host, Moose, here, and welcome to the Pitt Panthers Football Network as your Pittsburgh Panthers get ready to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. He gets out onto the 3-yard line. Just seconds later, Peterman rolling out on the option. He might have corner, but he shovels it. Rudolph, can he get in? He does! With just 3 seconds to play in the first half, Scott Rudolph twirls his way into the end zone and second life. So now Peterman dropping back. He rolls out. He's looking. He sees Jester Weah deep. He throws it. Unbelievable toss. Jester Weah reels it in. 46-yard touchdown, and the Panthers have taken a lead with 1:14 left to go. But you wonder, timeouts, so the Panthers should be able to round the clock. Rudolph back. He throws it for Aitman. It's short. The Panthers rush got to him. He had to dump the ball off, and it's a turnover on downs. Oklahoma State stopped, and the Panthers will win 45-41. An unbelievable away victory as the Panthers, instead of falling to 2-2, they come from behind with that massive fourth quarter touchdown, and they come away with the victory to improve to 3-1 to your Pittsburgh Panthers. So that's all for us. How are we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as the number 7 Pitt Panthers host the number 17 Oklahoma State Cowboys in a big rematch of a hotly contested matchup last year. Pitt, Oklahoma State, that went 45-41 in the favor of the Panthers, and they're looking to continue that streak this year. The Oklahoma State looking to return the favor. Obviously, the key players for Oklahoma State, Mason Rudolph is going to be the big guy to watch out for. James Washington, his top receiving target, who we know can do so many things. But we're going to send you out to Heinz Field for the Pitt Panthers and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. So here we are in Heinz Field. Oklahoma State coming in off of the backs of a couple of big wins. They beat Florida State. Obviously, that was a big matchup for the Cowboys to be able to beat the Seminoles in Florida, and they're having a fantastic year offensively. Number 6 ranked passing offense in the country. And number 9 in passing touchdowns against a Pitt offense that really just needs to get themselves going. So we'll see which one can come out on top here in this matchup today. And Oklahoma State has won the toss and deferred, so the Panthers will take the ball to start the game. Quadri Henderson, 4 yards deep in his end zone, comes out, returns it to around about only the 18-yard line, so not his best return of the season by any stretch of the imagination. But the Panthers will open this matchup with the ball. And after a false start penalty on the first play, it's 1st and 15 for the Panthers. They're backed up to the 13-yard line. DiNucci drops back the pass after Henderson goes in motion, fakes the jet sweep, and he's sacked, and it's going to be 2nd and 24 from their own 4-yard line. So a very inauspicious start to the matchup for the Panthers, but they do hand off to Quadri, and he's able to break things outside and pick up 13 yards on his first carry of the game and at least get the Panthers a manageable 3rd and 11 here, a little bit more manageable than what they were doing with before. DiNucci rolls out, takes a look. He's got plenty of time to throw. He finds Jester Weah. Jester Weah with just his 4th catch of the entire season. He had 3 catches coming into this matchup, so he's a guy the Panthers are going to want to get involved early and often. He's their best receiving target, no doubt about that, and that gets the Panthers a first down. 2nd and 3, DiNucci drops back to pass. He's looking over the top. He's got Weah on a corner route again, and it's Jester Weah, 23 yards for the Pitt Panthers, first down. So we're talking about we need to get Weah involved, and the Panthers doing just that on this opening possession. 1st and 10, Henderson on a jet sweep. He goes and takes the handoff. He gets it from DiNucci, weaves his way through the defense, and that's 12 yards, and that's another Panthers first down for Quadri Henderson. So 1st and 10 now from the 12-yard line. DiNucci in the shotgun, drops back. It's a screen, but he decides to throw it to Chris Clark out wide. They had the screen snuffed out, but they can't stop. Chris Clark, the tight end, catches the pass, and he is into the end zone. And just like clockwork, the Panthers looked like they were backed up all the way to their own 4-yard line, and yet they get all the way downfield and score the opening touchdown of the game. Mason Rudolph, 230 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. We know what an impact player he is, and he had over 400 yards in the win against Florida State, so an unbelievable performance for him. But on the opening drive, the Panthers stopped Justice Hill on a little screen play, and Oklahoma State 3 and out to open things up here on their first drive of the game. So the Panthers now 1st and 10. Handoff to Olison as they had the little option. Oh, the ball's punched out. Olison gives it away. It's a fumble Flowers recovers it, and just like that, Oklahoma State turns the ball over on the very takes the ball away, I should say, on the very first play of the Pitt drive. So Rudolph, can he capitalize on that miscue by the Panthers? 1st and 10, he's in the shotgun. He's dropping back, looking to pass, going for the end zone. It's intercepted. Avonte Maddox has taken the ball away from Mason Rudolph, and just like that, it's a turnover battle here as Avonte Maddox jumps on that route. Mason Rudolph trying to find the end zone, and the Panthers take the ball away. So it's 3rd and 4 on the Panthers' ensuing position. Quadri Henderson turns outside. The ball's come loose. It's picked up by Walter Scheid of Oklahoma State, and he's going to Walter Scheid his way into the end zone. What in the world is going on here? It's like the ball has butter on it and nobody can hold on to it. First a turnover from the Panthers, then Rudolph with the interception, then Quadri Henderson coughs up the football. Oklahoma State makes the Panthers pay, and they are into the end zone. Danucci, 3rd and 5 on the ensuing possession. He does go back to Henderson, who of course is one of his favorite targets, and they do get the first down, and he holds on to the ball. So another 3rd down conversion here for the Panthers. 3rd and 4 from the Oklahoma State 44. Danucci in the shotgun, drops back, looks to pass, and it's an interception. Another turnover. The 3rd turnover of the day for the Panthers. He was looking for a Rujo Lopes on that out pattern. Bryce Ballou jumped on it, and it's Oklahoma State ball late here in the first quarter. 2nd and 11 now for the Cowboys. Rudolph changing the play at the line, getting a new call in from the sideline. Drops back in the shotgun, looks to pass. He's going deep. He's got his receiver. Avonte Maddox can't take this one away. It's James Washington for a 50-yard grab, and Oklahoma State is in Pitt Panthers territory in the red zone at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Rudolph fakes the handoff. It's a read option. He's got plenty of room. He's taken down by Dwayne Hendricks, but falls into the end zone, and it's Oklahoma State touchdown. They're going to take the lead 14-7, and they have now scored 14 points off of turnovers, and that could be a big, big thing. We talked about coming to this game how important the turnover battle would be, and so hopefully the Panthers can turn things around here. But Maurice French on the little wide receiver jet sweep picks up 9 on that carry, and the Panthers will convert and get the first down. 2nd and 5 now. Danucci looks on the wide receiver midline screen to Jester Weah, and that's going to be a first down conversion. He's got 3 catches here in the first quarter already, so good to see Weah already equaling his total for the year just in that first quarter. But Oklahoma State, the end of the first quarter, 14, your Pitt Panthers 7. So 2nd quarter now, the Panthers 1st and 10 from the Oklahoma State 33. Danucci play action looking for Olesen. He rolls back. He's got pressure coming at him over the top. It's a fantastic pass. What a catch by Quadri Olesen as he lays out. Just is able to haul in that pass, keep his feet in bounds. That's a fantastic play. Danucci already up to 114 yards passing in the contest, and the Panthers are in scoring position. 3rd and goal now, the Panthers from the 2. Danucci, read option to Olesen. He's got room. Ben Danucci is into the end zone. The Nooch is loose, and that is a touchdown for your Pitt Panthers, and they've equaled things up 14-14 here with 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. Rudolph on the ensuing Oklahoma State possession finds Frazier for a big first down conversion there. It's Jordan Frazier for 19, and Oklahoma State's passing game is starting to look like it's come alive finally after some early miscues. Rudolph again finds Frazier on 2nd and 10. That's another conversion. Oklahoma State into Pitt territory with the passing attack now. 1st and 10. Rudolph in the pistol here. Drops back looking to pass. Plenty of time. Throws it. It's intercepted. Damar Hamlin's taking the ball away. A 2nd interception of the day for Mason Rudolph. And Hamlin nearly looked like he could have went to the house, but James Washington comes back and helps to make a tackle on. Fantastic interception by the sophomore cornerback, Damar Hamlin, pride of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Fantastic interception. The Panthers will take the ball away. So 2nd inches now. They toss outside. Olesen, he's got tons of running room. He's into Oklahoma State territory. 20, 15, 10, all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a 37-yard carry for Quadri Olesen. The Panthers opened up some fantastic holes for him. That's a great block by the pulling guard. Alex Buchser there, the right guard, with a fantastic block. Olesen, tons of room to run into, and that is a first down for the Panthers. But 3rd and goal after 2 runs went nowhere. Danucci's forced to roll out. He's looking, throws it into the end zone. looking for Aaron Matthews. It's deflected away, and unfortunately, after that fantastic possession, the Panthers are going to have to settle for a J-Bump field goal. It's up, and he's missed it. He hit the upright. J-Bump with his first field goal miss of his young college career. Obviously, the freshman kicker is unfortunately unable to put that one through the uprights, and the Panthers cannot capitalize, and things stay 14-14. But Dwayne Hendricks with a fantastic tackle in the backfield stops Oklahoma State's attempt at a third down conversion. The Panthers now, after an Oklahoma State punt, it's 2nd and 4. They run the jet sweep. It's Quadri Henderson. He's got all sorts of space. He gets to the outside. He's got a lane, and he could go all the way. Quadri Henderson, 70 yards to the house, and it's a Pitt Panthers touchdown. 21-20, they'll take the lead. What a run, just unbelievable blocking. The Panthers sealed off all the Oklahoma State Cowboys at the line of scrimmage, and Henderson did it from there, using his speed to go all the way to the house. Oklahoma State ensuing possession now. Huge play. The Panthers zone defense there breaks down. Rudolph finds Jalen McCluskey for a 39-yard catch, and Oklahoma State's already into Pitt territory. Rudolph now from the 35 throws. He's got Johnson open, and that is a touchdown for Tyron Johnson. And just like that, on a 3-play drive, Oklahoma State has already leveled up the score 21-21. So now the Panthers looking to counter now. Minute 30 to play here in the second half as they're letting the clock wind down a bit. 2nd and 9. DiNucci rolling out, looking to pass. He's found Maurice French. He's into space down to the Oklahoma State 31-yard line. 157 passing yards for DiNucci already in the first half. Probably his best game as a passer thus far, in spite of the fact that he does have an interception right now. But DiNucci rolls out, finds Jester Weah again. That's a big catch for the senior wideout, and the Panthers have a first down with 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. DiNucci, 5-wide shotgun here. He's looking. So he's got Aaron Matthews on the comeback. He looks for him, and it's intercepted. Richards jumped on that route right away, and it's the 6th turnover of the first half, forced by the Panthers, and that's going to send us into halftime. 21-21. We are deadlocked between Oklahoma State and your Pitt Panthers. And really, it's been a tale of just turnovers. The Panthers have 400 almost yards of total offense, 382 yards of total offense in the first half. 16 minutes of possession. It's 80% of the game, but 4 turnovers have really hindered the offense. That's the whole reason that they don't have more points on the board, and we'll see how things will shake out here in the second half. If the Panthers can limit Oklahoma State, even if Mason Rudolph passes for 300 yards, they would take that, and hopefully they can put some points on the board, hold on to the ball, and win this game. We'll see you in the second half. And we are back here for the second half. Oklahoma State taking the ball to see if they can retake the lead here to start the second half and put themselves on a track to potentially beat the Pitt Panthers here and redeem themselves after a loss last year. Mason Rudolph does go for the deep ball, the Hail Mary, to start the half, but unfortunately just a few yards ahead of his receiver. Second play, though, he does find Jalen McCluskey for a 14-yard catch, and it will be an Oklahoma State first down. Into Pitt Panthers territory now at the Pitt 40. Mason Rudolph, that intermediate game, he does find Philip Redwin Bryan for a 16-yard grab and another Oklahoma State first down. 3rd and 10 now from the 25. Rudolph dropping back to pass. Panthers with a 4-man rush. They do crack down to Justice Hill. He's able to get down to the Panthers' 8-yard line, and it's another first down. 17 yards, and the third down conversions are killing the Pitt defense right now. Looking for another one here, but they have to get in the end zone. It's 3rd and goal. Rudolph in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to pass. Dwayne Hendricks is going to find him. He can't bring him down. Rudolph finds Redwin Bryan, and it's a touchdown for Oklahoma State. Somehow Mason Rudolph threw off an attempted sack from Dwayne Hendricks. He gets away from the pressure, and he does toss for a touchdown. 7 for 11 on that drive for 79 yards and a touchdown for the Oklahoma State quarterback, and it's a big, big touchdown as they take the lead 28-21. But the Panthers on the ensuing drive, 1st and 10. Olison's able to find plenty of space to run. He's up to like 150 130 yards on the day rushing. 114 yards on the day rushing already on 15 carries very early here in the second half. So a fantastic performance from Quadri Olson, really mashing that Oklahoma State front seven and getting tons of yardage for the Panthers. So they're into Oklahoma State territory now. It's 3rd and 3. Panthers with a little jet sweep. Jester Weah this time does just enough to get the first down. 7 yards. Oklahoma State stacked the middle. They ran Weah to the outside, and they get the first down. 3rd and 10 now. Danucci underneath. Does find Aaron Matthews, but it's going to be 4th and 4 at about the, I'd say about a 39-yard field goal attempt, or 44 yards for bump. 44 yards. It is up, and it is good. So he does redeem himself from the short 29-yard miss for a 44-yard make. The Panthers kick the field goal, and they cut the Oklahoma State lead to 4 points. 1st and 10. Rudolph throwing underneath. It's intercepted. It's deflected off the hands of Tavon Johnson, and Paris Ford is able to scoop it up. Ignore what it says on the screen. He is a product of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, from Steel Valley High School, and Paris Ford with his 2nd interception of his young collegiate career, and the Panthers take the ball over at the Oklahoma State 35-yard line. So 3rd and 3 from about the 28-yard line now. Maurice French on the little wide receiver reverse. He gets the ball. He weaves his way through the defense. He is going to score. Maurice French is fantastic. He's into the end zone, and it's a Pitt Panthers touchdown. And just like that, they've retaken the lead, all thanks to a turnover. So the Panthers finally make Oklahoma State pay for their turnovers and retake the lead 31-28. Nearly intercepted again was Mason Rudolph. Dane Jackson with a fantastic deflection prevents Oklahoma State from converting on 3rd down, and they'll be forced to punt. So 3rd and 5 now for the Panthers. Danucci under center here, letting the clock wind down just a little bit. Probably the last play of the 3rd quarter. Danucci looking. He's going to be hit. He's going to be sacked, and unfortunately the Panthers will have to punt the ball away to start the 4th quarter. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's your Pitt Panthers 31, the Oklahoma State Cowboys 28. We'll see if the Panthers can hold on here with their 4th quarter defense and improve to 3-0 in this matchup. So we take a look here. Pitt offense has been fantastic. 475 yards of total offense, 19 first downs, but only 31 points to show for it. His turnovers have really been the bane of their existence so far, and Oklahoma State's looking to make them pay and take advantage of that. So Rudolph got all the time in the world back to pass, and he uses it to his advantage. He finds James Washington, and that's going to be a first down grab. Oklahoma State up to 264 yards passing on the day. 1st and 10. Rudolph does hand off to Carr, and Carr's going to find a big hole opened up by the offensive line. Jeff Carr, 13 yards for an Oklahoma State first down. 3rd and 9 now on the 25. Rudolph back to pass. Plenty of time. Looks for Justice Hill, who's going to be brought down by Avante Maddox, short of the first down marker, and the Cowboys are going to have to settle for a 45-yard field goal attempt. So what can their kicker do? The kick is up, and it is wide to the right. Oklahoma State misses, and the Panthers escape unscathed, retain their 3-point advantage. 3rd and 15, though. Very long conversion attempt. Danucci back to pass. He's looking out wide. Finds Ruben Flowers. Dances past a couple Oklahoma State men, but he runs into Quadri Henderson, and that's going to cause him to end up short of the first down marker, and the Panthers forced to punt the ball away. So Oklahoma State on their ensuing possession. Rudolph, another big passing play. Just when the Panthers think they've contained him, he finds Jalen McCluskey for 38, and Oklahoma State is driving into Pitt territory. Handoff, Justice Hill getting a great push there from the offensive line. Big holes open up. 15 yards down to the Pitt 7. 2nd goal now. Rudolph in the pistol. Hands it off. He's got Johnson, Jakeem Johnson, his first carry of the game, and it's into the end zone. 7 yards for the touchdown, and Oklahoma State's going to take the lead right back 35-31. But on the ensuing kickoff, it's Quadri Henderson. He's got a ton of space. Breaks outside to the 30. Breaks outside to the 40. He's down to the 50. Tries to cut upfield, and he's taken down at the 42-yard line of Oklahoma State, but a 62-yard return from Quadri Henderson. He finally breaks it open for the Panthers, and it's going to help them out because they need to score a touchdown on this drive. And on the second play, Ben Danucci finds Jester Weah, just the man we said needed to have a big game. Danucci rolls to his right, sees Weah streaking down the field wide open, and that is a fantastic play. Weah does just enough to keep his feet in bounds, and that's a huge first down for the Panthers. So after a run on 1st and goal, it's 2nd goal. Now Danucci, he's rolling out. He's looking. He's got French, who tries to scamper his way to the end zone. He knocks the pylon off, but they're going to say he didn't get in. So 3rd and goal. The Panthers need to score here, and it's Quadri Olson into the end zone, and the Panthers retake the lead 38 to 35. Olesen into the end zone, and the Panthers have the lead right back. But Oklahoma State, Mason Rudolph with the play action. 1st and 10 now. Does find James Washington underneath, and he's going to get the first down. He's leveled by freshman Kaiser Artis-Scott, but it does get the first down for the Cowboys into Pitt territory. On the 45 now. It's 1st and 10. Rudolph in a 5-wide set. Drops back, fakes the screen, instead goes underneath to Jalen McCleskey, who picks up a 10-yard grab, and another Cowboy first down. Rudolph again with that fake screen play. This time, instead of going to, they're running the same play, but Rudolph's using all of his options there. Instead of going to McCleskey, he finds Redwin Byram, and that's going to be another 24-yard first down grab. Justice Hill on the next play. He runs. He's tackled by Sean Idowu, who saves a touchdown there and stops Oklahoma State at the 2. 3rd and 2 now. Rudolph, he runs the read option like he scored on in the first quarter, but Paris Ford shuts it down in the backfield, levels Mason Rudolph, is going to force the Cowboys into a field goal attempt to tie the game, and even if they make it, the Panthers will get the ball back with the attempt to try and win this game. But Pat Narduzzi does use his timeout, tries to freeze the Oklahoma State kicker, but he is going to be as cool as the other side of the pillow and knock this one through the uprights to tie things up for the Cowboys, 38-38. So reminiscent of last year, a very back-and-forth battle here. The Panthers just running the clock down as they haven't been able to move the ball very far. It's 3rd and 6 from their own, 26-yard line. DiNucci rolls out. He throws the ball to Chris Clark. He's going to be brought down. He does pick up a first down up to the 31-yard line. But after an incomplete passing play, the Panthers just going to run the ball with Quadri Olesen and say, you know what? We'll get you in overtime here. So we do go to overtime in this matchup, and the Panthers did win the toss, so they elected to go on defense first and see what they had to do here and try and stop Oklahoma State and give their offense a chance to win it. But very first play, incomplete pass from Mason Rudolph, broken up by Dennis Briggs for the Panthers. 3rd and 5 after a 5-yard gain for Oklahoma State. Rudolph in the favored pistol that they love to run offensively, and he takes full advantage of the Pitt Panthers, finds his guy, Redwin Byram, again for a huge touchdown, or Redwin Bryan. Mason Rudolph with an absolute dart on that corner route. It's a fantastic over-the-shoulder grab, and the Panthers are going to have to equal things up with a touchdown of their own if they want to stay alive. 1st and 10, DiNucci under center. He's got 3 guys out wide to his right. He does roll out as soon as he runs a play here. Got room, throws it, finds Chris Clark. It's a fantastic grab, and the Panthers inside the 10 to the 8-yard line, just one play in. 3rd and goal now. DiNucci under center after 2 runs get them down to the 2-yard line. Changing the play at the line. He hands it off, and it's Olesen into the end zone yet again. Quadri Olesen with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day, and we are going to go into double overtime, knotted up at 45-45. But the Panthers, they're going to have to do it again. You know how overtime works. If you score, you come right back with the ball. And it's Henderson here on the jet sweep. He's got room to the outside. Fantastic run, Quadri Henderson. That's an 18-yard run all the way down to the Oklahoma State 7 on the first play here of double overtime. So 2nd goal after a run gets them down to the 2-yard line. DiNucci, he's going to hand the ball off, and that's Quadri Olesen. This is his 3rd rushing touchdown. Quadri Olesen into the end zone, and the Panthers take the lead 52-45 here in double overtime. So the question is, can Oklahoma State rally and send us to triple overtime, where then teams will be forced to go for 2 even if they do score a touchdown? Rudolph here, 3rd and 3. Big conversion, finds Jalen McCleskey down to the Pitt 9-yard line. So after an incomplete pass, it's 2nd and goal now for Mason Rudolph in the pistol. He hands it off to Carr. Jeff Carr fights his way all the way down to the 2-yard line, setting up a huge 3rd down for the Panthers. You can see Oklahoma State's brought in all the big boys. They're still in the pistol. They hand off Justice Hill, fights off a tackle, and he rolls his way on top of a Pitt Panthers defender is what keeps him from touching the ground, and he gets into the end zone, and it's 52-52. We're into triple overtime now. Oklahoma State will, of course, start with the ball here in triple overtime. Jordan hands the ball off to Jeff Carr on 3rd and 8, and the Panthers finally get a huge defensive stop, forcing Oklahoma State into a field goal attempt. And the Panthers would be even happier if the Oklahoma State kicker missed this one, similar to what he did in the 4th quarter earlier. But he does put the ball through the uprights, and it's 55-52. Oklahoma State. The Panthers, a touchdown here would win the game for him. So 1st and 10, DiNucci rolls out wide. He finds Maurice French for a 5-yard grab, and the Panthers move to the Oklahoma State 20. So 2nd and 5 now. Aston goes in motion to the left. DiNucci hands off to Olesen. He's going to skip forward and get just enough for the Panthers first down to the Oklahoma State 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 14 now. Danucci hands the ball off to Olsen. Yeah, again, huge hole opened up by the offensive line on that left side, and Olsen all the way down to the 3-yard line for the Panthers, and it's going to be 1st and goal, seeing if they can punch things in to get this game over and done with. Danucci on the little misdirection goes to George Aston, but he goes nowhere, stopped at the 3. 2nd and goal now. Danucci under center. Looks like he's messing with the play at the line just a bit here, trying to get people to jump off sides. He does eventually get the ball before a delay a game penalty. Dumps it off to Olsen. He's pushed out at the 1, and so it's 3rd and goal. If the Panthers punch in here, they'll win. Otherwise, they'll have to go for a field goal to try and send us to a 4th overtime. But Danucci under center. Plenty of receiving options here if he wants to use it, but you'd expect them to hand it to Olsen. They don't. Danucci rolls out instead. He decides to take himself. He's into the end zone. It's a Pitt Panthers touchdown, and the Pitt Panthers have won this matchup 58-55. Ben Danucci does it himself on the final play. Rolls out, takes a hit, but he gets into the end zone, and it's a Pitt Panthers victory. What can you say about the resiliency of this Pitt Panthers team? Quadri Olsen, 174 yards from scrimmage, 3 touchdowns for the Panthers. Ben Danucci with the winning touchdown. The Panthers fought back from turnover after turnover, kept themselves in the game, kept getting the ball into the end zone, and they come away with a 58-55 victory. So your Pitt Panthers improved to 3-0. The Oklahoma State Cowboys will drop to 2-1. And it's an unbelievable win for the Panthers to come away from this Penn State-Oklahoma State stretch with 2 victories is unbelievable. The Pitt Panthers will come back next week against Miami of Ohio. But as always, folks, thank you so much for watching. Hail to Pitt. And we'll see you guys very, very soon in the next episode. As always, take care. Bye-bye.